choose you! Heracross!
Hi, my name is Professor Silver, and you're watching Pokemon Explained, where we focus on the narrative arcs of all our favorite characters from the Pokemon anime. In today's class, we'll break down the complete history of Ash's Heracross, detailing all its battles, storylines, and character development. Ash first encountered Heracross while it was eating tree sap alongside its herd in a sappy ending. Though Ash wanted to capture one of the Heracross, a local forest ranger warned him that capture might detriment the Butterfree, who relied on the Heracross for leftover sap as they were too weak to strip the trees themselves. While Misty worried the Heracross and Butterfree would devastate the forest, Ranger Woodruff explained that the deforestation occurring was caused by a group of invading Pinsir. When the Pinsir invaded, the Heracross tried to defend themselves but retreated due to their friendly, docile, and peaceful nature. Only one Heracross was brave enough to stand its ground. It wanted to both protect a trapped Butterfree and continue eating its beloved sap. After Bulbasaur and Pikachu saved Heracross from the Pinsir, Heracross insulted Bulbasaur by sucking pollen from its bulb. Understandably upset, Bulbasaur vine-whipped Heracross until it stopped. While the gang investigated why the Pinsir had abandoned their side of the forest, Heracross followed them, much to Bulbasaur's continued dismay. Along the way, Heracross helped the gang cross a gorge by knocking down a fully grown tree. Though the true limit of Heracross's incredible strength is unknown, the Pokédex entry from Pokemon Crystal claims the species can lift 100 times its own weight, the equivalent to 6 tons or 13.5 whale lords. Once in Pinsir territory, the gang discovered Team Rocket's Mecha Pinsir was sucking away all the Pinsir's sap, devastating their land, and forcing the Pinsir elsewhere to find their food. Heracross overpowered the mech with the help of Ash, kicked Team Rocket to the curb, and restored balance to the forest by allowing the Pinsir to return home. With the ecological crisis averted, Ash, Misty, and Brock departed from the forest to continue their journey towards Violet City. Like Squirtle, Heracross refused to stay behind, followed Ash, and asked to join his team. Ash happily accepted and made Heracross the first capture of the region. Soon after Heracross's capture, Ash tested its strength against a low-level Donphan he intended to capture. Though Heracross tackled Donphan and stopped Rollout with Horn Attack, Donphan's trainer Rochelle revealed herself and called off the match before Heracross could strike a winning blow. When Team Rocket tried to steal Rochelle's many Donphan, Heracross defended them by tackling Arbok. As thanks to Ash for saving her herd, Rochelle agreed to battle Ash with the toughest Donphan she owned. During the battle, Heracross resisted tackle with Endure, flung Donphan away, and took heavy damage from Rollout. Following a mid-battle snack, Heracross resisted Donphan's tackle and hurled it away, but still fell to a rolling tackle. Despite Heracross's loss, its performance thrilled Ash, who assured Heracross that they would get stronger together as they continued training. Thereafter, Heracross served as a useful ally in Ash's adventures. Beyond its frequent violations of Bulbasaur, Heracross also snacked on flowers, ate sap instead of searching for stolen Ladybug, and got distracted by a jar of honey while chasing Team Rocket. When not consumed by the Munchies, Heracross proved a big help in thwarting Team Rocket's many schemes. It once flung Pikachu in the air to stop them, tackled Weezing, struck Arbok, upended a Mecha Diglett before falling to its missiles, and launched Ash at a Tire-themed mecha. In Wired for Battle, Heracross fought against Shingo and his Scizor Blade. Though Shingo's computer database predicted Blade would easily win the battle, Ash had full faith in Heracross's abilities. Blade opened by overcoming Leer, striking with Quick Attack, and lifting Heracross into the air with Metal Claw. After Heracross broke free and fought back with a Horn Attack so speedy that it completely surpassed the computer's expectations, Blade retaliated by dodging takedown and surrounding Heracross with agility-induced speed clones. Under Ash's guidance, Heracross kept its cool, waited for the perfect moment, and struck with Fury Attack. Heracross then entered close combat with Scizor, countered its Quick Attack with Tackle, dodged Metal Claw, withstood False Swipe, and won with Horn Attack. Heracross's tenacity forced Shingo to realize the error of his ways, retire his database, and start battling on instinct just like Ash. After Heracross proved itself in combat, Ash transferred it to Oak in exchange for one of his Tauros so he could compete in a Tauros fighting contest. Since Professor Oak wanted to keep Heracross for further study, it spent the rest of Johto palling around with Oak, terrorizing Bulbasaur, and sucking sap from trees. During the Johto League, Heracross returned to battle Gary's Magmar. Heracross opened by dodging Flamethrower and tossing Magmar into the air, though Magmar retaliated with a powerful Fire Blast, cornered Heracross, and struck with Flamethrower. Heracross tanked the super effective assault and fanned the flames away with its wings. Refusing to back down, Heracross launched Megahorn, overpowered Flamethrower, knocked out Magmar, and solidified itself as one of Ash's most powerful reserves. Having sustained significant damage, Heracross fell to a single Hydro Pump from Gary's Blastoise. Despite Heracross's loss, Ash beat Gary and finished in the top 8. While Ash traveled in Hoenn, Heracross returned to Oak's lab where it helped thwart one of Butch and Cassidy's schemes, honed its abilities, and learned a plethora of new attacks. Soon after meeting Grovyle and the rest of Ash's Hoenn team, Heracross returned in the Battle Frontier to fight Frontier Brain Spencer's Venusaur. Heracross deflected Razor Leaf with Horn Attack and struck with Fury Attack, but took heavy damage from Vine Whip. After trading tackles and striking with 2 consecutive Mega Horns, Heracross lost to Solar Beam. Fortunately, Ash won the Spirit Symbol anyways, thanks to the help of Swellow and Sceptile. It made up for its loss against Spencer by staging a spectacular comeback in the first round of the Sinnoh League against Nando's Kricketune. After Megahorn collided with Silverwind, Kricketune lulled Heracross to sleep with Sing. Having planned for the attack, Ash commanded Heracross use newly learned Sleep Talk, which allowed it to randomly use one of its attacks while asleep. Just in the nick of time, Heracross used a sleep-induced Focus Punch to defend itself from Fury Cutter. Upon waking up, Heracross continued its assault and brawled with Kricketune, who fought back with Fury Cutter. Though the two traded evenly matched blows, Heracross dug into the ground with Megahorn and launched an explosive Horn Attack to win the match. In typical Heracross fashion, it celebrated its win by sucking on Ash's head. During Ash's Final Four battle with Tobias, Heracross faced off against Darkrai, making it the only reserve to appear in multiple battles during the tournament. Darkrai blocked Hyper Beam with Ice Beam and put Heracross to sleep before it could land Horn Attack. Heracross retaliated with a Sleep Talk-induced Megahorn, but fell to Dream Eater before it had a chance to wake. After Ash lost to Tobias, Heracross returned to Oak's lab, where it's remained ever since. Heracross won against Jesse Zarbok, James's Weezing, Shingo's Scizor, Gary's Magmar, and Nando's Kricketune. It lost to Rochelle's Donphan, Gary's Blastoise, Spencer's Venusaur, and Tobias's Darkrai. Over the course of the series, Heracross used Tackle, Fury Attack, Horn Attack, Leer, Endure, Takedown, Megahorn, Sleep Talk, Focus Punch, and Hyper Beam. Though Heracross missed out on all of Ash's gym battles, it arguably proved itself as Ash's most powerful Johto Pokemon during its various league performances. While I highly doubt Heracross will ever Mega Evolve, it wouldn't surprise me to see it return in a future Pokemon League or cameo at Oak's lab pestering Bulbasaur. Since Go recently captured a Heracross of his own, it's also possible Ash will recall his old friend to serve as mentor, similar to how Ash's Bulbasaur took May's Bulbasaur under its wing during the Hoenn saga. And with that, class is adjourned. I'll be back next week to cover another character from the anime. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're never late to class. And for extra credit, like this video and let me know your thoughts on Ash's Heracross. Until next time, catch you later.